So today we're going to be comparing TechDecks and the Hot Wheels Tony Hawk fingerboards. At first glance, they look like they're the same thing. Don't get me wrong, there are definitely a few differences between these. The first thing I notice is definitely the size of the board. I'm pretty sure TechDeck is a 96mm by 32mm. I could be wrong, but that's what my guess is. And when I look at the Hot Wheels, I'm guessing this is 96mm by 34mm, so just a little bit bigger, and that's not really abnormal. A lot of my other fingerboards are actually 34mm, so it's not bad that it's this wide. I kind of like that. Here, I'll just give you a little closer look at them side by side. When I line up the trucks, you can really see the difference. You can definitely tell the Hot Wheels board has a few more millimeters on the TechDeck. And I guess the second thing I noticed about the Hot Wheels board was that there were actually no like nuts or screws on this. So by the wheels, you can normally take that off like a TechDeck. Here, let me show you guys the difference. And that's on both the trucks and the wheels. So I guess there's a few good and bad things about this. One, you're not going to need a tool because your wheels or your trucks are never going to fall off, so that's kind of chill. But at the same time, you can never tighten them or change them. It's kind of annoying, so if your truck does break, let's say, you can't take it off and put a new one on. See, on TechDeck, you can see the hardware on top, so you can actually take your trucks off of these boards and switch it around. So that was like the other major thing I just noticed, that there was just really no screws or nuts on it. That was another big difference that I noticed between them. But also, like I was saying, that is kind of good and bad. And especially for kids, I guess that's probably a lot safer, how like nothing can fall off, you know? And this also brings me down to the wheels, actually. Can't lie though, I was pretty impressed. I feel like the Hot Wheels board though, the wheels do spin really nice on this. Versus the TechDeck wheels, these do feel a little bit more like rattly. Just to let you know, there are no bearings in these. There's also no bearings in this either. Pretty smooth. Here's TechDeck. My Hot Wheels are pretty smooth, so kind of makes sense. Their wheels are pretty smooth. I don't know. And the shape of them are much different. So TechDeck does have a little bit more concave. I noticed the Tony Hawk Hot Wheels board is a little bit flatter. You can actually see, so on TechDeck, you can actually kind of see that concave right there. If you see those lines right there. The Hot Wheels board is like pretty flat. So I'll hold it up side by side. And I noticed TechDeck's nose and tail do have a little bit more kick. And when I mean kick, it's a little bit steeper, if that makes sense. So when I say the Tony Hawk Hot Wheels board is flatter and has a less steep nose and tail, is that bad? Not necessarily. For some tricks, it's really nice. Don't get me wrong, I do like a board with some concave. I feel like it does flick a little bit better. So that's where I do like TechDeck shape a little bit more. Growing up, I never thought I'd ever see Hot Wheels make a fingerboard, so don't get me wrong, I think that's what I think is pretty cool about this. Both plastic fingerboards, they both pretty much do the same thing. If it comes down to graphics, TechDeck is going to have a lot more graphics, where Hot Wheels looks like it's just going to have like Birdhouse and Tony Hawk boards. So I mean, it's really your preference. Has anyone else tried the Hot Wheels board? What do you guys think about it? But yeah, let me know what other fingerboard videos you guys want to see. Peace.